Hey there YouTube, Gorthar Gaming here with another battle. I've been trying to adjust some of the settings, kind of been getting some frame rate lag, so we'll see how well this one goes. I got another online battle here, I think I said that already. If I did, I apologize. I've got an Arverni versus Iceni. I'm really liking the Arverni right now. They seem to be a pretty strong faction with the state of the game. I was kind of surprised to see Iceni, since they're kind of not a very powerful faction, so as soon as I saw that I felt pretty good about my chances here. This battle I started out in the woods, expecting my opponent to start out in the woods. He did not, so I kind of felt like a jerk. So, like I said, I kind of start out here, go over my build, my usual build, 2 Oathsworn, 5 Celtic Warriors, backed up by 4 Chosen Swordsmen, 2 Levy Freemen, 2 Spear Warriors, 4 Heavy Horse. I end up sending these 2 Heavy Horse to kind of scout this flank, see what he's got, and see if I can work around behind him. I see that he sends a Chosen Spear Band and a Briton Skirmishers into the woods. When I saw that he had no cav on the battlefield, I figured he had to have something in the woods, especially when he started to move away, but he also reinforced. Go over what we can see of my opponent right now. He has 4 Chosen Sword Band, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one we saw in the woods, so that makes 5 Chosen Spear Band, and 2 Briton Skirmishers, and 3 Briton Slingers, and he also has this Briton Scorpion. Now, I don't know if he was just leaving it on fire at will or if he was targeting them intentionally, but he's firing at this Celtic Warrior, which is honestly a waste. It's a Celtic Warrior, it's a 350 talent unit, and there is this, 1200 talent Oathsworn right here that can devastate any unit he has, even his heroic noble general. That's where he needs to be focusing his fire. So at that point, I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to walk up. I'm going to keep my guys clear of the woods so that he can't surprise me. And I've got this heavy horse that I'm just going to walk around behind, and hopefully I can charge in. Or if I can screen out the woods, maybe I can get a rear charge on something. And this is where I make a pretty big mistake. Obviously, you can see over here, open field, woods. What I need to be doing is using my spearmen, get all 4 spear units to zone this out. But I'm not. And as far as why I'm not, I cannot tell you, but I'm not. And that's a mistake I make right here. And we'll see why that's yeah, here it comes. His Briton Skirmishers walk out of the woods. Why is there so much lag? Ugh. Maybe it's something with the woods, I don't know. But anyway, his Briton Skirmishers walk out of the woods. I charge my heavy horse in, and I start moving some of my spearmen, and that's when I discover his Chosen Spear Band. And then there they are, veteran riders. But at this point I have pretty well wrecked that Briton Skirmishers, and I'm spamming orders trying to get them out of here, hoping his veteran riders will end up getting into my spears. And that's when I finally get wise to what I should have been doing this whole time, and moving all my spears over here. I reinforce with another cav unit, and I'm just going to start lining up my infantry and get ready to engage his infantry. End up catching his cav a little bit, getting some spears thrown at them. So again, here I need to be moving my spear units up here to screen out his cavalry. And for some reason, I noticed this here. I didn't notice it till later. I sent this order and they just kind of start walking. And here in a little bit I keep like spamming orders and they just walk, but anyway. I get a good charge here. This Oathsworn against Chosen Spearband. Sword on sword. That's going to be a very, very long fight. This Celtic warrior, the one that he'd been firing on, just gets wrecked. There's a gap here, so I end up trying to push it, but not very successfully. And as you can see, I finally get a quick move order on these guys. My opponent here ends up getting the charge. I need to be pushing, but for some reason I'm not. He gets the charge here, and I'm trying to push my cav through here. I should have given an attack order, but I did not. I need to be pushing these guys around. Again, I'm not. But I'm, again, using my spears to kind of zone him out. I do get a rear charge here. Wow, his sword band is actually winning that fight. But my heavy horse will start evening the fight out here. Again, I get a charge over here. Yeah, wow. His sword band is winning that fight. But again, I've got my cav in the area. I've finally get my cav through here, so I'm going to start taking out his skirmishers. Move these cav over here, take out these skirmishers. And here's another mistake I make. I need to be getting these spears over here. And here's something, I don't know if you've noticed this. Yes, these units in wedge formation get a charge bonus, but if you look against that Oathsworn, they're just not doing it, and this wedge formation makes them very slow. I mean, look at this. They are really not much faster than infantry in this wedge formation. I mean, my opponent again pulls out too far. He needs to turn around and charge again. I don't know if you all know this, how this charge bonus works. You get, so like say these guys, they have a 41 charge bonus, and that goes on their melee attack, and it lasts for, I believe, 30 seconds, and as the 30 seconds goes by, it diminishes over the time. So its highest, they get 41 at the beginning of the charge, and it slowly declines so as the time goes by. And so you need to charge in, wait a few seconds, then pull out, like I'm doing here. Charge in, pull out, charge in, pull out. So I eventually get this unit to break, and I'm going to start pulling in my infantry around. Again, Levy Freeman and his veteran riders. I mean, you just see that his veteran riders just are not getting enough kills. But I mean, at this point in the battle, he's getting some wavering units. I'm getting some wavering units. You can see he's holding his own on this flank. This Levy Freeman is just definitely not gonna beat that spear band here. I'm outnumbered 2-1 on this sword band, but I'm winning out on this flank. This flank is finally collapsed. And if I can get my Oathsworn General up here, I can maybe stabilize some of these units. So I'm just, going to keep using my cavalry at this point. This veteran rider's down to 14 men. This veteran rider is about to be done, so, his cavalry is about done. But, we got a chosen sword band here, just duking it out very well, being very respectable. This Levy Freeman is not doing well, but it's going to get some support, and it's got an Oathsworn over here. Encourageability, very nice. And this is just going to turn into a big blob. With my units with the outflanking penalty, I'm going to get the better of that fight eventually. Here, like I said, this flank has collapsed, and so I'm just going to keep moving my infantry around, keep moving my cav. I'm going to try to keep his heroic nobles and his general here pinned in place, kind of keep him stuck here until I bring my infantry up. That's not a great fight or great position for me to be in, but again, at this point, with him having basically no cav left and me having the numbers advantage, I'm not too concerned about some damage to my cavalry units. Again, his units are wavering, so I feel like I'm in a very strong position at this point. So, see if we can get some close-ups here. I really do like these Iceni units. Iceni is a neat faction. They're not a very strong faction, especially against the Arverni. But yeah, at this point, I've pretty much got my opponent wrapped up, and that's about it. Gonna get a last second charge in on his general. I really do enjoy the graphics on this game, and that's it. Good job to my my opponent. I don't know if you've all watched some of my other videos. One of the things in this video, in this particular battle, my opponent did not. He let me come to him, and I feel like one of the big things on winning some of these battles is being more aggressive seems to help. And since I, pushed the engagement, excuse me, pushed the engagement towards my opponent, I feel like that really gave me advantage. I was pushing his flanks, kept pushing him. He was kind of slow to react. And I'm not saying this to be mean, maybe he was just goofing around, or maybe he was having, computer issues, or connection issues. But anyway, we'll run down some of the statistics. This heavy horse, I'm not sure. These two heavy horse, this one doing alright, this one doing not very well. These two doing great. Again, Oathsworn, doing typical Oathsworn fashion, very great. Levy Freeman, hey, cheap, crappy spear units, any kills they get are, worth it. Spear warriors doing alright. I think these two were the ones that were on the right flank that got up against his chosen sword band, and they just, that fight just drug out. Celtic warriors, these guys doing alright, for a 300 some talent unit, that's pretty good. This one not so well, but this one I think was probably the one that was getting wrecked by his Briton Scorpion. Again, I think it would have been better if he was going to bring that to use it on my Oathsworn. I think it would have been more effective. But I mean, overall, my opponent had a lot of spears, so that's. These guys are gonna hold out for quite a while, really. He just didn't have really anything. Another thing that happened, you need to have something with some punch, some killing power, and my opponent didn't really have anything that could kill my infantry. Not without taking a long time and taking a lot of losses. So I don't know if maybe some... and he brought a lot of skirmishers too, which against a faction like the Arverni, I'm not sure that that was really the best option. But again, maybe my opponent was just trying something out, just trying to have fun, we all do that sometimes, just kind of goofing around. But good game to my opponent. If you all like the videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll try to get some... I'm just starting this channel, so I'm trying to get some more videos up, and I'm also still working on the settings for mic and sound and different things, and also graphic settings, trying to balance out getting good graphic settings as well as keeping my frame rates up and things like that, and trying to deal with these settings on this recording software, because I'm still working out some of the kinks in that. So if you guys have anything, just put it in the comments below. I will try to read that and see see if I can do anything to make it better. Again, I'm doing this all for you all, so if you all want to see something different, let me know. and thank you for watching. Gorthar Gaming, signing off for now.